Hey guys, welcome back to this week's edition of New Makeup Sunday. So this week I have some really fun stuff to share with you, some new things from Charlotte Tilbury. I also have some K-beauty products, some new things from Kokie, and a bunch more. And before we dive in, I just want to quickly let you know that I did start my own Facebook group for this community that we have here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. So if you missed my community tab post about it, definitely head to the link down in the description box and join the group because we are having so much fun over there. But one word of warning, it is really addictive. I find myself checking it constantly, and I wanted to start a place where it's not only just me talking to you guys about makeup, but also you guys posting things. And you've been posting pictures of your makeup collections and swatches and asking questions, and other people are giving advice. So it's just a really, really fun time. And if you love talking about makeup with a whole bunch of really like-minded people, then it's definitely the place to be. I think we're up to like 700 and something members already, so it's growing really, really fast in just the last couple of days. So anyway, I'll leave that linked down below. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the unboxings, and I'll meet you back here at the end and let you know my thoughts on some of the products I got a chance to try out throughout the week. Hey guys, it's Monday. I just got this really nice box from Essence. They sent over the new My Skin Perfector collection. So we have a tinted primer and also a loose fixing powder. And they sent all the shades that it comes in. And another thing they sent, which was really cool, is this shipping label. And it's going to something called Share Your Beauty in New York City. And I wasn't sure if they included this shipping label by mistake or not. So I looked it up, and actually what it is it's a place that you can donate unused and unopened beauty products to, and they pass them along to women and teens in need, which I thought was so super cool. So basically, when I choose my shade out of here, I can go ahead and just close the box, tape it up, and stick this label right over the other one, and the rest of it will go towards that organization. So I just want to applaud Essence for doing that. I think it's so amazing. So anyway, looking at the different shades, I'm thinking I'm probably going to choose Nude Beige. I don't want to open these all up because, like I said, I'm just going to send the rest back. But looking at these two, they look a little bit on the lighter side, and I have the Catrice version of this. It looks very similar to the tube, so I think it might be like a similar product to that. Hold on, let me get it just for 1 second. Okay, so the Catrice one actually says Hydro BB Cream, so it might be a little bit different, but they are sister brands, I think, so it could be a similar type of product. And I have this one in the shade Fair Neutral, and it's way, way too light for me, so that would be the lightest shade in Essence. That one's Fair Neutral, so I'm thinking I'm just going to go up two. I think this medium one might be a little bit too deep, so we'll see how this one works out. And then I'll also choose maybe the nude in the powder as well. So first, let's take a look at the tinted primer. So this one says it's a mousse-like tinted primer that creates a smooth, natural look, or apply it as a base in combination with makeup for a flawless complexion. So just put a little bit on. I like that you can use this under makeup and just add a little coverage, or you can just use it on your own, or on its own, I should say. Just if I'm going to be around the house or just running errands. I don't usually wear a lot of coverage, especially since most of my face is covered in a mask these days anyway. So this has a really beautiful finish. Tarte actually has a tinted primer that's kind of similar to this, and I think theirs has SPF in it, and it's a little bit thicker. I actually like the feel of this one better. The Tarte one can look a little bit dry on my skin, and this looks really nice. I mean, it just kind of smoothed out my skin, added a little bit of coverage. There's definitely way less redness in this hand than this one. So yeah, I think this is going to be really great. And as always, Essence is super affordable. This is $5.99 at Essence's website and also at Ulta. And the powder is the same price. And this one says it has an instant blur effect, and that it's an ultra light yet buildable formula that locks your foundation in place all day and instantly unifies and blurs skin imperfections, leaving a natural matte finish. So having dry skin, not a lot of powders work really well for me. A lot of them can just look too drying. So I like ones that say that they're going to blur, because I feel like those are a little bit of a safer bet. Let's take a look. I'm just going to do this with my hand really quick. Yeah, I think this one might be just, it's not super dark on my skin, but I mean, it's blending in really nicely, and I love anything that's gonna kind of blur imperfections. I like to kind of put some blurring powder like on my pore area, on my cheeks. So anyway, guys, I will definitely let you know my thoughts on these once I've had a chance to test them out. I also just got a package from Pop Beauty, and they sent over their Supreme C Cream. They actually sent 2 of them, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in a giveaway for my 75K giveaway, which should be coming up pretty soon. But let's take a look at this one. And fun fact, Pop Beauty used to be sold at Sephora back in the day when I worked there. Now you can find them at CVS. I believe they just went into CVS recently. I saw the whole display, and they've totally revamped the brand, so it looks completely different than it did before, and they have both makeup and skincare. And then another fun fact about Pop Beauty is that they're actually a sister brand to Pixie Beauty. So the woman who runs Pixie, her name is Petra, this is her sister's brand. So I thought that was kind of interesting. A lot of people don't know that. So anyway, this cream, this is really hard to read because the white kind of blends in with the yellow, but it says vitamin C plus ceramide NP for a powerful boost of antioxidants and deep hydration. It's antioxidant rich, re-energizing, and moisture trapping. So let me just show you the ingredient list really quick. It's probably going to be hard to read, but if you can't see the packaging, then, I'll put a link to it down below and you can check out the ingredients online. And it also says it's cruelty-free, this package is recyclable, and it's vegan. But let's go ahead and open this up and try it out. I'm going to put it over here on this hand. Oh my gosh, I can't even squeeze it out of the tube. It's really, really thick. There we go. Okay, so a ceramide cream is definitely a good thing if you have really dry skin. Dr. Jart makes an amazing one, the ceramide cream. I usually get that one every winter. I haven't gotten it yet, so we'll see if maybe this one could be a good substitute. Right away, it's just, my skin is drinking it up. As you guys know, I have really dry skin, and I wash my hands even more than I did before now that we're living in COVID times. But yeah, this feels super, super creamy, deeply hydrating. This is the hand where I put the BB cream just before, and this one, you can tell it just looks more moisturized. So I will definitely be trying this out. I don't think I'll be able to give you any type of feedback by the end of the video, other than it's just a really nice, thick, hydrating cream. But I do love that it has vitamin C in it because it's kind of doing something more than just hydrating. But anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts on Pop Beauty. If you've seen it in CVS, if you've tried anything from the line, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Hey guys, it's Thursday. I just got my Soko Glam order in the mail, and I wanted to try this new Aquel Licorice pH Balancing Advanced Serum. I'm a huge fan of Aquel's Licorice Toner. I think it's amazing. I've purchased it several times now, and this serum is brand new. It just came out recently. So this is a serum that helps to soothe the skin, improve skin texture, and brighten skin with licorice water. So I'll show you a quick look at the ingredient list here. And then here's a look at the packaging, and I'll just go ahead and put a little bit on my hand. Obviously, we're not going to be able to tell much just from putting it on once, but I can at least kind of tell you what the texture is like. So it's more of a watery serum. It's not thick, it's not sticky at all, and it just feels really nice going on. It has a little bit of hydration to it as well. So I'm excited to try this. Like I said, I really, really love the toner. I also have the mist, and I just think their licorice line is great. And I've noticed a lot of brightening in my skin ever since using those. So I feel like adding this on top of that is going to make even more of a difference. And then I also got from Neogen the Real Ferment Micro Serum. So I've actually owned this before, and I used the entire bottle down to the bottom because it was such a nice serum. It almost gives you like a glass skin effect. It's really, really thick, unlike the Aqua one that I just put on my hand. This one is super thick, almost like a moisturizer, and it has kind of almost, I don't know if you can see, like, it looks like a sticky texture, almost a honey-like texture, but it doesn't actually feel sticky on the skin. It just gives you the most hydration and makes your skin look so glowy and dewy, especially if you're dry. That's something that I definitely need more of in the winter months. So I really loved using this serum last fall. I used it every single day all the way until it ran out in the late spring, early summer, and I definitely wanted to repurchase it now that the weather's getting cold again. Look at the glow it gives my skin, and that's not any type of shimmer or anything in the formula. It's just super hydration, and again, just like that glass skin effect. So anyway, guys, I just figured I'd share those with you really fast. I know a lot of you said you're not really into skincare, so I try not to show you too much of it, but if you ever want to see a skincare video, let me know down below, because I know some of you ask for it, and then usually when I publish one, it doesn't get a lot of views. So I'd really love to know if you guys are more into makeup, or if you wouldn't mind a skincare video every once in a while. Hey guys, it's Wednesday. I just got a package from Kokie, and they sent over their brand new pressed powder foundation and also their brand new pencil sharpener. They said this is a dual barrel pencil sharpener made in Germany, and they also sent over some of their Velvet Smooth lip liners, which I've actually never tried before. I use their retractable lip liner. My favorite shade is Warm Nude, but these are a little bit different, I guess, and I love their Velvet Smooth eyeliners. Those are some of my favorite eyeliners in my whole collection. I use the black one almost every single day on my waterline. So these are also made in Germany. I think for some reason pencils made in Germany are so good. So I just want to quickly swatch one and see what the formula is like. So this one's called Nude Pink. I'm thinking it might be kind of similar to the Warm Nude shade that I like. Okay, so here is Nude Pink, and these are incredibly creamy. They feel exactly like the eyeliners, and I think those eyeliners, the Velvet Smooth from Kokie, are very similar to the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliners. I think they're really close. So here's Warm Nude, which is the one that I wear all the time. And actually, they're very close, except I think Warm Nude is maybe just slightly peachier and maybe just a hint darker. But otherwise they're pretty close, and I feel like the formula is pretty close too, so I'm not quite sure what the difference is between these pencils, but let me just quickly swatch another color. This is the Mauve Nude shade. Although I feel like it's not super mauve-y, it almost looks a little bit more of a warm tone color, and usually I think of a mauve as like almost a purpley pink. And this one definitely isn't. It's a little bit more on the orangey side, but it's still really pretty. Well, let's try a red one. This is the Rose Berry shade. I mean, these feel so nice. I honestly can't wait to try these out. I know a lot of us are not wearing lip products these days under the masks, but some of you guys tell me that you still are, so these feel like they're going to be really great, and I'm sure very affordable. So let's move on to the pressed powder foundation. They sent it in two shades, Cool Ivory and Warm Beige. And this claims to have a soft matte finish, a soft blurring effect, and a silky texture. It says achieve a radiant, gorgeous complexion with this natural soft matte finish powder foundation formula. This breathable and lightweight powder offers a silky texture that's buildable from sheer to full coverage, a soft blurring effect, reduces the appearance of fine lines and smooth skin's appearance. And this is made in Italy. So let's take a quick look. I really enjoy the It Cosmetics powder foundation. I think that one is really good, even on my dry skin. So I'm excited to see what this one's like as well. So this one's the Warm Beige shade. It does look a bit on the lighter side. So let me just try a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm like always a little nervous with dry skin to use a powder foundation, but this one sounds like it's going to be great. I love how they say it's supposed to blur fine lines and pores and everything. So, wow, this really does have a nice finish to it, and pretty decent coverage as well. I don't see any powdery look on my skin at all. It doesn't look dry, and my hands are way drier than my face. So I'm really excited to test this one out. And then just a quick comparison. This is the Cool Ivory shade, so you can see it's a little bit lighter than the Warm Beige. I also just got my Amazon order in the mail, and I picked up some things from the brand I'm Mimi. You might remember me showing their Bare Lips lipsticks in a Yes Style haul a while ago, and these lipsticks were so incredible, so I really have been wanting to try more from the brand, and I saw that they have their own store on Amazon now, and it's the official I'm Mimi store, so it's not like a third-party seller or anything sketchy. They actually told me that they were on Amazon, so I didn't feel weird ordering it from them, and in fact, it's even better for me because I do love Yes Style. Unless you're getting the express shipping, it can take a little while. So I was really happy to see them on Amazon. These were all Prime, so they came like in 2 days. And also, the brand I'm Mimi is part of a larger group owned by Mimi Box. So that also includes the Kaja line at Sephora and I Do Care at Ulta. So this line isn't at Sephora or Ulta, but they do have it, like I said, on Amazon. So anyway, starting with the afternoon tea palette, I originally got one of these from Yes Style, and it was a warmer version. And I saw this cooler tone version, and I thought it looked so beautiful. So let's open this up and take a quick look. I loved the formula of the other one that I got, and this is the exact same thing. It's just different colors. So the formula of these blushes is so super velvety, and I really like the look of this one right here. It's almost like a lavender pink. So let's go ahead and just swatch these really quick. These are some of the smoothest powder blushes I've ever tried. The other one, like I said, I wear it all the time, and these colors are super beautiful. Actually, these two are still a little bit more on the warm tone side, and then you have this one, which is cooler. And just to compare, this is the one that I got from Yes Style a while ago. So here's what they look like next to each other. I don't see an actual name on them. I know that they do have names, but it's not on the packaging. It may be in some of the Korean writing. I can't tell, but the new one has the shades peach tea, cherry tea, and berry tea, and the other one has chai tea, rosy tea, and hibiscus tea. So I just think these are gorgeous. I also got this little liquid blush. This is called Bare Cheek, and it's in the shade Bouncy Almond. So let's try this one out really quick. It's cute packaging. It just has a little doe foot applicator. And I'll just put this here, I guess. I love this color. This came in so many different shades, but this one I thought looked really pretty. It's just more of a nude. It has a nice plush kind of cushiony texture to it. And there's what the color looks like. I'll definitely have to test this out and let you guys know how it wears. Another thing I got from I'm Mimi are these pep balms. These are actually for lips and cheeks, and I want to say they were like $8, and they're really big. They're actually a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be. So I got the shades 2, 3, and 4. So let's go ahead and open these up and see what they're like. I'm a little bit nervous that they might be greasy because they are meant for lips and cheeks. So we'll have to see, I guess, what the texture is like. I feel like if they're going to dry down on the cheeks, they might not be comfortable on the lips, and vice versa. So my arm is kind of got a lot of swatches on it. I'm just going to put some here. Oh wow, these look like they're going to be really pigmented. All right, so here's shade number 2. I mean, the pigmentation of this reminds me of that blush from Rare Beauty, the one in the little with the doe foot applicator. That is crazy pigmented. And it feels balmy, but not too bad. I actually used too much. So let me just put like a little bit, and we'll see if maybe that dries down better. Oh yeah, it actually is drying to like more of a powdery finish. That is awesome, because I really wanted to use these for my cheeks more than anything. So I feel like this is probably a more accurate swatch than this one. I guess I'll do that with the others as well. All right, so here's shade number 3. I mean, I'm really not putting that much. It's just a dab, but they're really strong, very nicely pigmented. So let me just put a little bit next to this one. And this is a beautiful color as well. All right, and then here's shade number 4. That one is really gorgeous. And then I'm just going to put a little bit over here. This one might be my favorite. This one is stunning. I really love that one. And I feel like these are going to last such a long time, especially because it's a pretty big tube and you only need a little dab for your cheeks. So I think these are a great deal at $8. And then last but not least, I got another powder blush. This is the I'm Blusher Best Friend, and this is in the shade Harper and Heather number 2. And this one also kind of looked like it was going to be more of that lavender color. So I thought it looked really beautiful, and I'll show you what it looks like inside. Oh, this is so cute. It comes with a little brush. Why does this look like it's been used? That's not good. I don't know if this brush is supposed to have the color on the end of it, or if it's supposed to be white. I'm gonna have to look into that. The powder doesn't look like it's been used. Oh man, I might have to return this one. But that's what the colors look like right there. You have a purple on one side and then the peach on the other. And I thought on Amazon they looked really, really pretty, kind of swirled together. They had swatches on there. So anyway, guys, that's everything that I got from I'm Mimi on Amazon. I'm going to go ahead and link that down in the description box below in case you want to check it out. Like I said before, it is their official store, so it's not from any third-party sellers or anything like that. Hey guys, it's Friday. I just got my Charlotte Tilbury order in the mail, and the reason that I placed the order was because she had these new Tinted Love lip and cheek tints. I feel like this video is going to be full of cheek products at this point, but anyway, these looked really cool, and they were only available on her site for 1 week only. I don't know if they're still there because I ordered them a couple days ago, so they might be as of the time you're watching this video, but then they were supposed to go away and not come back until next year, so I wanted to try them out ahead of time, and I had found a coupon code for 15% off, so I also got a couple of other things that I had been wanting to try for a while. So I picked up the Bigger Brighter Eyes Filter eyeshadow palette. It's just a little quad, and then also the Eyes to Mesmerize in the shade Oyster Pearl. I thought this looked beautiful. So let's go ahead and try out the Tinted Love first. So I got two shades, Santa Euphoria and Bohemian Kiss, and these looked like they were just going to be more on the sheer side. It says, enriched with hyaluronic acid and vitamin E, apply to lips and cheeks for a pretty fresh veil of long-lasting buildable color. So let's take a look. All right, so this one is the Santa Euphoria shade, and this one just looked like a pretty kind of pinky nude. Here's a look at the applicator. It actually has kind of a pointy applicator with a little bit of a scoop on one side. And these kind of have like more of a gel-like formula actually. And it is very sheer. But it seems like you can build it up. Like if I take a little bit more. So there's that color. And then the other color I got was Bohemian Kiss, and this one looked like kind of a peachy pink shade. So this one's definitely a little bit deeper. There's one coat. And if I add a little bit more, this is actually more like a peachy brown. I don't know why I said peachy pink. But yeah. So I want to see if these are going to dry down, so we can go ahead and take a look at the rest of the products and then we'll come back to these and see if they do. So far they don't have like that moussey kind of consistency like a lot of these type of cheek products have, so it's interesting that they're more of a gel formula. I really don't have a lot that are like that. So let's go ahead and move on to the eyeshadow palette. This is the first quad that I have from her. I have some of her larger palettes, but I've never tried the quads before. I just thought this one looked so super pretty. So you have one matte shade here, then you have one that's more of a metallic shimmer shade, and then you have two shimmers that are a little bit more on the subtle side. All right, so here's the first two shimmer shades. These are the ones that are a little bit more on the subtle side. And I really love her formula. It's just so smooth and really buttery and rich. So next we have the more metallic shade. This one is kind of more like a topper. It doesn't feel quite as buttery as the others, and it's a little bit more on the sheer side. And then we have the matte, which, wow, look at this pigmentation. And it's just, again, so super smooth. So this just looks like a really pretty kind of everyday palette. And then we have the Eyes to Mesmerize in Oyster Pearl. This color looked like it was going to be so pretty. So it just comes in a little jar like that. And then inside you have the cream eyeshadow. So let's just take a little bit. Probably took too much actually. And I'll just swatch it next to this here. Wow. So this is also incredibly pigmented, very silky and very smooth, and it's not like a super glittery formula. It just has a really beautiful shine. So anyway, guys, since it's Friday, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to test these out before the end of the video or not, but if not, and you'd like to see a video on all of these, let me know down in the comments below. All right, guys, so that was everything. Lots of really fun stuff this week. So let me just let you know my thoughts on a few of the things I got a chance to try. So today, for the first time, I tried the Charlotte Tilbury Quad, and I do really love the formula of it. I think it's beautiful. The only thing is, I will say that I think you're pretty limited in the amount of different looks you can get with it because it only has this one matte shade. So I feel like, you know, you're probably going to use this matte shade in your crease, and then you could either use the ivory shade on your lid, which is what I did today, or you could use this more rose gold color on your lid. So really kind of those two looks. I feel like the topper didn't really do much. I did use that today as well, but it went on really sheer, and I don't feel like it changed the color of the ivory shade at all. It really just added a little like bit of shimmer on top. So I feel like, you know, you're kind of limited, which is typical for a quad, but I do think it's a great everyday palette if you just want to grab something really quick and do a really simple and basic look. And then when it comes to the complexion products, I did try the Essence Primer as well as the Kokie Foundation. And guys, I love both of these. So the Essence Primer, I put all over my face, and honestly, I could probably get away with just wearing this. I don't have a lot of things that I want to cover up, but this canceled all the redness in my face pretty much like a normal light coverage foundation would, even though it's just a tinted primer. And then really I only had to go in and just touch up a little bit of concealer under my eyes and just a little on my nose. But for the most part, this took down all the redness and made my skin look really flawless and beautiful, especially with the texture, because it just is very, very smoothing on the skin. So I was very, very impressed with this. I feel like this is something that I could use just on an everyday basis instead of foundation, and it's so comfortable to wear, and I love how it minimizes the texture, and it's $5.99, so it's such a good deal. And then the Kokie powder, I was actually very impressed with as well. I used it yesterday on its own first, and I do think it has decent coverage, but I would say it's on par with this. I would say it's like a light coverage powder foundation. It's not going to be like the It Cosmetics Celebration where it really hides absolutely everything. I think I got better coverage using the powder puff that came in here than I did using a brush. I used the powder puff on one side of my face, and then I used a buffing brush on the other side just to see the difference. And I felt like the brush kind of buffed it away a little bit, and the powder puff just kind of patting it on made it look really flawless. And the texture of this powder is super similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. It feels super weightless like this powder, and it's very invisible on the skin. So I actually like it better than the Charlotte Tilbury, because that one was pretty invisible, but I still felt like it looked maybe just a little bit dry. This one doesn't look dry on my skin at all. And putting it all over the Essence Primer today, I have the perfect amount of coverage, and it really did a great job. And looking even up close at my skin, I don't see any powderiness or dryness or anything. So very, very impressed with the Kokie powder. I think it's beautiful. Another thing I'm in love with this week are these Pep Balms. These are amazing as well. I tried this one yesterday, and I'm also wearing it today. This is shade 4, and these are very similar to the e.l.f. putty blushes and the Milani cream blushes, but just in a tube form. You put them on, and they're super weightless, and they dry down instantly, kind of to a powdery finish, and they last the entire day. Now, they do say that you can put these on your lips. I tried to do that as well, and I thought this color looked beautiful. I had kind of a gorgeous monochromatic look going on yesterday with this on my cheeks and lips, but after about 5 minutes, it started to feel incredibly dry, and I was like, I need a lip balm, because my lips just felt very tight, and it made them look a little bit more wrinkled and dry. So I wouldn't recommend this one so much for your lips, but as a blush, it is super stunning, and it's $8 for this whole tube. I feel like it's going to take me forever to go through it. So I haven't tried the other colors yet. I've just been using this one, but I do think this one's probably my favorite. And then when it comes to lips, I'm wearing the Kokie Velvet Smooth Lip Liner in the shade Mauve Nude. I did try the light nude one that I thought was kind of similar to my warm nude shade, and that one was a little bit too light. I felt like it made me look kind of washed out. So then I did this one instead, and I love this color. I just topped it with a little bit of lip balm, and I'm good to go. I feel like these are so creamy. You can line your lips, but also fill them in with it as well, and it's really easy. It feels very nice and creamy like a lipstick. So overall, I'm loving these lip liners. I really don't see see a big difference between these two. The only difference I would say there might be is that this one is retractable and this one you have to sharpen, but the formula feels really close. And also I realized as I was editing the video that I said I was going to check and see if these Charlotte Tilbury lip and cheek tints dried down all the way. I had put them on my hand and then I totally forgot to go back to it. They do dry down all the way, so that's a good thing as well. I haven't gotten a chance to try these out on my face yet, but I definitely will. If you'd like to see a video with me applying these, let me know. And oh, another thing that I kind of had a question on mid-video was the I'm blusher from I'm Mimi. Remember I thought that the brush looked like it had been used. I went online and looked, and in every single picture of this like stock photo, the brush looks like it has product on it. So I think that they just dyed the tips of the brush to look like it has powder on it. It wasn't actually used. So that made me feel a lot better, and I'll definitely be using this one now. So anyway, that's everything that I got a chance to try out from this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, and also let me know down in the comments below what products you were interested in this week, if you'd like to see me do full reviews on anything. Thank you so much for spending part of your Sunday with me as always, and I will see you all in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.